Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Sacred Books of Britney Spears. I'm Aaron, and as always, I am joined remotely by Bessie Jo
Hello.
and John Wayne.
Oh, hello.
And we're still under quarantine, so we're still kind of doing this remotely. Bessie, how's the garden?
It's flourishing from the rains.
Now, the exciting thing is your bedroom will be ready tomorrow.
No.
Yes, so everybody, next episode, Bessie will be inside the building. We'll still be separated by 6 feet, um, more like six
Mm.
floors. But yeah, we'll have your bedroom ready tomorrow.
My God.
So, and John Wayne is still coming at us from the library.
Mm-hmm.
How is everybody handling the? Because obviously, with as time has gone on, it's kind of lonely. I mean, it's a weird thing. I mean, I'm kind of an introvert, so I'm used to kind of being alone. How are you guys handling it?
Well, I have the cats, the garden cats, and once in a while, the groundskeeper keeps me company.
How's now? Is your boyfriend out there with you
He's
still,
the
or
groundskeeper.
wait? Where does he live then, or is he just staying out
He's
there with
staying out
you?
there with me.
Aw,
Hmm.
that's sweet.
It's pretty nice because it gets pretty cold at night.
Yeah, that canvas tarp.
Funny enough, I think there's mold growing in it,
Ew.
so we're having the same
Well, you'll be.
problem.
I mean, you're used to it at this point, but don't worry, you don't have that much longer.
On Earth.
Whoa. Yeah.
That's what it feels like with all this fucking mold around.
And John Wayne, how are you doing? How in isolation?
Great. I love it. I hate people, so we're good.
Now you had your girlfriend with you, and then you didn't have her with
Correct.
you. How's that going?
Um, it's fine. Like I'm doing good. Like it's fine for me.
Well, how's she doing?
I think she's getting stir crazy.
Is she?
Yeah.
She just keeps making eggs, and she doesn't have anyone to give them to.
It's kind of
Pretty
selfish of
much.
her to purchase all the eggs in the grocery store and hoard them at this time.
I mean, people have their things. I'm not gonna judge her for that.
So, in our continuing quest to learn more about ourselves, I have another sort of icebreaker question.
Our
Um,
continuing quest to find ourselves.
series,
Yeah.
of learning more about
Yeah.
ourselves. So, question to everybody: what is the most annoying habit that someone can have? I feel like John Wayne has many that he's thinking of, and he's trying to narrow it down.
That is a fact. Most annoying. Can I go with least annoying?
I think maybe littering
Mm,
or
Okay,
honking. If you're a honker, I get really upset.
really?
Hmm.
oh, that is pretty annoying.
Hmm.
So, being honked at, does that just
It's it can ruin my morning. Hmm.
really?
And I get honked at a lot.
When was Oh, well, right, because you worry about hitting
Hmm.
someone. So, are you a very, very cautious defensive driver?
Very cautious and slow.
I've noticed that when I've been in the car with you, that oftentimes people who are walking are faster than us because you're so
Yeah, because
cautious.
if I accidentally hit a walking person, I want them to be going faster than I am. So physically, I cannot hurt them.
Well, and also then that means that you probably get more damage on your car than they do
Yes, and
as a
I would prefer
pedestrian.
that.
So, John Wayne, what's the most annoying habit a person can have?
As far as like personal habits go, I think one of the ones which I don't even think this is their fault. I think it's just being in a quiet room, but like a loud eater
Hmm.
really annoys the fuck out of me.
Now, you brought this up before because you felt strongly and you said you had to have a conversation with your girlfriend because she's a loud eater.
And then I said you have misophonia,
I
which
don't think
is
that's when you like it, though, isn't it?
no, it's when you cannot handle the
Oh,
sound of someone eating is misophonia.
Yeah.
I guess I don't. I mean, it doesn't make me rage quit or anything, but I don't know. I just can't stand it. Loud smacking.
Now, is it all types of eating or, like, for example, is it someone eating chips or is it someone smacking their chili?
I don't think chips. I don't know. Chips might annoy me too if I'm just sitting there trying to watch something and someone's just crunching down.
Yeah.
I bet if I'm
Okay.
watching something, hopefully I would just turn it up or it'd be loud enough where I would just kind of drown it out.
See,
I mean, that's not a.
I have the opposite problem where I don't like it when you're too quiet when you're eating, when I
Mm,
Too
can't hear
quiet.
you. Because then
That's
it
not
makes me self-conscious about my eating,
yeah.
and my chomping, my chili slapping.
interesting.
Oh, are you a loud eater,
I don't
Bessie Joe?
know. I don't know. I just am very self-conscious of it if I'm surrounded by quiet eaters.
Okay. That makes
I've never
sense.
been told I was a loud eater.
Interesting. Interesting.
Oh, that's not true. That's not true. I
Like,
got a story. When I was a kid, like 7, my brother had a friend over for lunch, and we were eating lunch, and I had a cold, so I could only breathe through my mouth. And I started eating, but I had to have my mouth open because I couldn't breathe through my nose. And
mm-hmm.
my brother's friend, who was a guest, yelled at me and said how impolite I was for not closing my mouth while I'm eating because it's loud and gross. And my sister stood up for me and said, "She has a cold." And he got very embarrassed. And I felt pretty good.
I mean, if you're a guest, you just sit. You,
You
you know what
shut
I
the
mean? You
fuck up
just shut the fuck up. Yeah,
and say
exactly.
thank you for your lunch. What was his name? I don't remember. I feel like his name was Cody or
Uh,
something.
well, hey, Cody, if you're out there, fuck you.
Whoa.
I think for me personally, it's people who don't.
Text back.
What's that in the garden?
Squeaky.
Parrots.
Oh, wow. Do they talk?
No, I mean to each other, but they don't do the whole Polly want a cracker bullshit.
I should go out there more. I really don't know that much about the garden.
You don't.
I mean, there's parrots, there's cats, there's a good-looking groundskeeper. Like, I really don't.
You stay away from him.
No, I'm not that type.
Yet.
Lies.
No, I'm not the type that goes after someone else's groundskeeper.
Yet.
Wait, what do you mean
You
yet?
haven't seen him yet.
Oh,
But you
that's
could.
fair. Okay.
Yeah, this
Well, then we'll just thumb wrestle. But
Is that what you call it nowadays?
I think for me, yeah, my biggest thing is communication,
oh,
especially now, and I think that's become more amplified now with everything that's going on because, and I know that this is really trite, and now we're going to kind of get into the serious corner, but I know that some people can't reply right away or call, or they don't like to talk on the phone, but I don't know. There's just something about us as humans connecting and talking that it just feels kind of hurtful when people that's
that's funny because I cannot stand talking on my phone. Not even like my best friend will text me and I won't reply for 2 days. And I don't feel terrible, but I know there are people like you out there who are thinking that I'm ignoring you, but I'm not. I'm just like it doesn't feel like a connection to me. It feels weird to me. It feels
yeah.
sparse.
Yeah.
So I guess it's because I get all my energy and connection through face to face touch, all that shit. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm
Now,
pretty bad on it.
I I will say, as an irony, I'm actually a terrible texter. Um, I'm great. I answer the phone, I pick it up, da 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 da. Da. I'm not, but the only reason and I'll admit this to anyone out there that's listening, the only reason I would say that I'm a terrible texter, A, if I'm busy at the moment, like now, if I'm doing deliveries on my bike, I might not always be able to text right away. And two, I try to think of
Whoa.
something
Did you go
clever to
A to
reply.
2? A to and C. I'm so sorry for interrupting your list, but that was the best.
I actually, that's okay. It actually helped me realize my second thing
Interruption.
that annoys me about people. um, yeah, we'll just leave it
Wait,
at that.
really? Is interrupting the
No, 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 no. I was teasing. I just meant, yeah, because I try to think of something clever to say, and then I'll forget. But then I go through this spiral of, well, I can't text them now because it's been 4 days, and
Oh, I
it'll be
still
awkward.
apologize when I don't text back right away. I always say, I
Yeah,
apologize for the delay. Here's my
yeah.
answer.
I need to just start saying I apologize for the delay rather than trying to
Trying to think
trying to go through
excuse.
some excuse. Yeah, some random excuse
No,
generator. Oh,
you do
sorry.
not need an excuse. You do not need an excuse to not answer
My
a
bad.
text message. You just say, hey, I'm sorry if this delay hurt you. Anyway, yes, I do love deviled eggs. Thanks for asking. And now that my personal life is pretty busy, forget about it. I might not even say sorry for the delay. I'll just say thanks for the deviled eggs 2 weeks later.
Well, hey everybody out there listening. What are annoying habits? I mean, I guess I probably could have picked a more positive question, but anyway, what are some annoying habits that people have that you
What's some
find?
shit that
Um,
bothers you?
Hey, look, we've all been on quarantine for a month. I'm sure people can list out very easily
Oh,
some things that they need to get off their chest.
yeah. I guess. I guess the gal I'm seeing. I guess she has. I guess her roommate, or I guess it's not a roommate. Her family. I guess her family member, one of them, doesn't like using headphones.
like the big ones or headphones in general.
Just headphones in general. And I guess she talks on. So I guess it's her sister. I guess her sister talks on the phone to her friends all the time, and doesn't use headphones. So it's always like on speakerphone, and so
Oh,
she hears like
Uh,
the entire conversation, and it's like super loud. Like so, there's like no like privacy,
um,
and there's no like way
mm.
to get away from hearing or someone talking on the phone.
Also, when they talk shit about that person in the house, you
I
can
mean,
hear everything.
if they do, then yeah.
so today, everybody, we're going to be doing book 1, chapter 13, Autumn Goodbye.
Who the fuck is Autumn? Is that
Well,
like
I guess we're going to find.
bye boy?
Like,
Is that what is that the phrase? Bye
boy,
boy?
bye,
Oh,
boy,
boy
bye.
bye. That's it. Boy bye. Yeah, that's it. There it is.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. So today we're going to be doing book 1, chapter 13. Oh, no, let's do that again. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah. Book 1, chapter 13, Autumn Goodbye. And who's Autumn? We don't know. What did she do? We'll find
I think
out.
we're approaching this incorrectly. I think she's talking about the season, and I didn't want to have to point that out this early, but I think that's where we're going with this.
You never know. It's always up for interpretation. I mean, because I mean, talk about interpretation. It begins, I never promised you a happy ending. You never said you wouldn't make me cry, but summer love will keep us warm long after our autumn goodbye, autumn goodbye, autumn
What is
goodbye.
she going off to college or something? Is she getting on the yellow school bus
Something.
because it's fall now? Is she going to
Well, and it's
boarding school? All right, how are we doing? So, what do you take away from that first stanza? Oh, and excuse me for being too how you say peaking.
loud. Well, see, this is a fun one because we're getting back to our goddess who is sort of in control. Because think of all these past chapters where she's pining after someone, or she wants someone, or she misses someone, or she's crazy for someone. And this is one where she's saying, look, person, boy, whoever, I never promised you a happy ending. Okay. You never said you wouldn't make me cry. Hey, but summer love will keep us warm long after our autumn goodbye, autumn goodbye. So it's like, look, spend some time with yourself, have fun with our memories.
Do you think
Bye.
she's having fun with the memories, or is she like, take those memories, don't care, boy, bye?
Well, she does answer it here in this next section, I
Oh,
think.
lucky
Your
for us.
question. Thinking of you and the love of our lives in the sweet summertime, so sad but true, so true, so true. We must leave it behind in our heart, in our mind. From April through September, bittersweet was the love that we shared. Don't forget, I remember. I mean, she's being very specific here, okay? That period of time where we were together from April to September, it was great. It was awesome. Bittersweet. I'm not going to forget you. Boy,
I
bye.
think she's saying, I'm not going to forget what you did to me.
Yeah. And obviously you know what? I suspect it's also a thing because it's clear even from the very first line. I never promised you a happy ending. So obviously he wanted a happy ending.
Did she mess up?
Well, no, he wanted a happy ending. And she was just like, hey, look, I never promised you a happy ending. Okay. So get your mind out of the gutter.
Oh, what you're
Relax.
saying is I never promised
Okay.
you my butt.
No, happy ending is a hand job.
Is it?
Like in massage.
Yeah. But why would that move be called a happy ending? Because that to me sounds like first base. Why would
Well,
hand job?
if you're getting a massage from a
It's
stranger.
just the finishing move.
Yeah.
It ends with a happy ending, which is a tug job
Well, women can get a happy ending.
or a rub job. I think it's because it's not implied like when you get a massage, like a happy ending, it's not going to end with sex. So what's the happiest way it could end? With a little
Well, I'm just saying if we want to go big, why doesn't it end with sex?
Got it. I mean, you're already pretty intimate. That makes sense.
Yeah.
yeah, because that's illegal. You can't have sex with people.
Well, do you think
Well,
jobs are legal?
Yeah, they are legal. Yeah, you can give a tug job. Yeah, that's definitely legal.
Is it written on the spa menu when you walk in?
Yeah, sometimes. Happy
I wonder
ending.
how much extra
well,
that is.
well, you know how like there's that one place that makes the burritos, and you go and you say, "Hey, can I also get guacamole?" And every single time they say, "Hey, you know that's extra, right?" It's like, "Yes, I know it's extra. You've got signs everywhere. Guacamole's extra." I think it's the same thing when you go to the spa. You know, it's like, "Can I get this deep tissue, coconut oil, happy ending?" Hey, you know that's extra. Yes, I know it's extra. Yes, you've got signs everywhere. Happy endings extra.
You'd be surprised.
How
Really?
cheap it really is.
No, not just that, but I mean, you'd be surprised whenever.
Whenever you received a happy ending?
No.
Yes, John.
I've been in restaurants with people, and
gotten a happy ending.
no, this is in
Sorry.
regards to your guacamole bit. I'm just
Oh, got
saying
it.
people will
Okay.
be like, "Oh yeah, the sour cream's gonna be $1.50 more," and they're like, "I'm good." Some
Mm,
people care, and people would be irate if you charged them for sour cream and didn't
and
tell
didn't
them.
tell.
So yes, I think she was promised. I think he expected a happy ending, at least for free, and she said, "No, I never said that." You know.
Definitely not for free, baby.
So yeah, and I mean, she's saying, "Hey, thinking of you, the love of our lives." I mean, is it so? Have you guys ever experienced something like that where you had a relationship for a period of time and then something happened, whether it was school or work, and then you had to separate?
No.
No.
Well, looks like today will be a quick one then.
Oh, I just, you mean like, no.
Well, okay, I've got an example. So I was dating someone. We were very young. He was very smart, and while I was still in high school, he was actually in college. He was a little bit older than I was, and he got a job offer in New York City, and he asked if I would go with him, and I said I can't. I'm really getting into this whole church thing, and we're really big in LA, and I really want to, see where that takes me in the city of angels. And we had to break up, because he had this amazing opportunity in New York City, and we tried to do long distance,
How long
but
were you doing long distance before you broke up?
a week
Whoa.
maybe. I mean, it was even just a couple phone
Mm,
calls. You start to realize that this just isn't going to
yeah.
work. I'm a very hands-on
Yeah.
person. Like, I'm the type of person where I do promise the happy ending.
Hmm.
You know, I'm very hands-on,
Wow.
and so it just became clear that this just was going to be like right now. Like, I mean, I know you have the groundskeeper out there with you, John Wayne. I don't know how you're doing it because, yeah, I'm just not the type. Now, I guess in a pandemic, it's kind of different because it's not really, you're all kind of
There are
going
no
through it.
books on this. How-to books.
That's
Whatever
that's fair.
going on.
That's fair. Yeah. So it was just, and we would still see each other because his family, I mean, his life was out here, so he would still come out here every once in a while. And it was always one of those things where if he wasn't seeing anybody and I wasn't seeing
You
anybody,
happen to live in the same town.
yeah, and we had a night free, and but then other times, we couldn't because, yeah, he'd be seeing someone or I'd be seeing someone, and
Just terrible timing.
yeah, and our life just feels like that. It feels like a series of terrible timings.
Then I feel like something good will happen in the end.
Well, no, he
Oh,
died.
is this Jacob or is this another?
No, no, this is someone else.
Jesus Christ.
So she continues, memories they can make, but my heart has a place for the smile on your face. And maybe
Someday.
someday, we can be more than friends. Love will find us again. Red leaves and blue
Mm.
tomorrows. Time will give back the love that we shared on the time that we borrowed. Um, that's a tricky one. It can be confusing. Bessie Joe, what are your thoughts on that?
So I remember the lines autumn trees and blue tomorrow, autumn today, gold today, blue tomorrow. Is that what it is?
Close.
How did
Yeah.
that bus feel?
That bus?
Yeah, the one you just got thrown under?
Yeah. Mm,
Well, here, okay.
mm,
Memories can
I'm
make,
here.
they can, oh, you're there.
Memories
Okay.
can make. They can make. Well, my heart has a place. Yeah, I remember, but my heart has a place for a smile. It sounds like she's almost like a mother saying goodbye to her son as her son goes to British boarding school. That's my take.
British boarding school. Very specific.
Yeah,
Then
it's a very
then the
specific
part when
kind of
she
goodbye.
says we can be more than friends, love will find us again.
Yeah, more than friends, mother and
Mhm.
son,
Ah, got it. That is more
which
than
to me
friends.
is if that's more than friends.
That's true. That is true. That's more than friends. It's family.
Mhm.
So,
And that's what I think she's
Yeah.
referring to. I think she's referring to her future self as a mother to one of her sons.
mm.
Gotcha.
this
So,
reminds me of Summer Lovin'.
well, I was gonna say your green screen behind
Mm-hmm.
you. It every time you move, it like messes up the edge, so it looks like you're in some sort of green screen scenario, like it's not real.
Yes, no, that's true. I
Just like
am.
summer love isn't real.
I am.
Yeah, exactly.
That is false. Summer love is real. I feel more in love during the summer. I don't know about you. Maybe because
Is it the
maybe
heat?
because I'm happier. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'm not happy in the
Well,
summer. It's always so hot.
I'm okay with the heat.
that's probably because we haven't gotten your air conditioning fixed.
Mm.
I think you have the only room that doesn't have air conditioning in the church.
Ugh.
Yeah, and I'm so acclimated to the cold that when winter comes, I
Yeah.
quite enjoy it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
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 So she continues, and just to make it clear to this person, look, I never promised you a happy ending, okay? You never said you wouldn't make me cry.
Mm.
But hey, dude, our summer love will keep us long after our autumn goodbye, autumn goodbye, autumn goodbye. And just in case you didn't hear it the third time, I never promised you a happy ending. You never said you wouldn't make me cry, but summer love will keep us warm long after our autumn goodbye, autumn goodbye, autumn goodbye.
Yeah, he's
Do you
going
ever
for it.
have to tell someone? Yeah, do you ever have to tell someone like, well, that would especially be weird if you're telling your son, your kid, hey, I never I never said you were getting a happy ending. I'm your mother.
Right.
Okay.
This world isn't fair. It's best that you learn this lesson now, Otis. Now,
You're not going to
now
get
put on
a
your
happy go.
dungarees, get on that school bus, and go to boarding school. Autumn goodbye.
I mean, that's definitely one way to look at it. Yeah.
The way to look at it. Yeah.
That's a way to look at it. Yeah. Um, from April through September, bittersweet was the love that we shared. Don't forget. I remember. What a weird thing to say to someone, as you're breaking up or sending them off to school or, however you're parting ways in the fall, to say, "Hey, that time that we spent was bittersweet. Hey, don't worry. I won't forget." I mean, how insecure must that other person be for you to have to constantly remind them, "Look, I'm not going to forget, okay? Relax."
Pretty insecure. Or have a terrible
John Wayne.
memory.
That's
Or
true.
has
Maybe he
amnesia.
had maybe they had amnesia. Um Thoughts, John Wayne?
I don't know. I feel like you guys really reaching here.
You feel like we're reaching. Oh, well then please chime in.
No, I think it's just simple. I think it's just summer romance. She had a summer romance, and that was it. She's like, "We're good. I never promised this would be more than what it was, i.e., the happy ending." And she's like, it was a summer fling, babe. Peace out."
Do do you think you have to do you think there's a responsibility to say, "Hey, this is just a fling"? Like, do you feel like you owe it to the other person to say, "Hey, just so you know, I'm all about flinging.
I
I'm not about."
I think it makes the relation. I think it's communication. I think communication helps with everything. If you're more clear about what something is, then there's less feelings that are hurt, or there's more, and everyone understands when it's done. Like, you might still be sad, like you might still cry, you might still be hurt, but the thing is, you knew what was coming, and you. It's kind of like protecting. It's kind of like if someone was like, "Hey, this is just this is just sex," and they're like, Yeah, I know.
Hmm.
But someone usually, if someone has sex a lot, like, then someone usually gets attached. It's inevitable. It's because sex can be a very emotional thing for some people, and you can't help but get attached to that person. And sometimes people have a long arm that they can keep people away, but some people don't, and they're just like, oh wow, I really fell for this person, even though we were just having sex and we talked about it. Oh well, so sorry. But when it's
Hmm.
said and done, you're like, well, I knew what it was. That's my
Hmm.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas if you didn't talk about it,
So
then someone's getting wait, what's happening? I thought we were having fun, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was I not clear? No.
Yeah.
yeah.
So either way, people
I mean,
feel
if someone,
crummy afterwards.
Yeah, sure. I
yeah.
mean, it's kind of inevitable. Like I said, people get attached. It's you can't help that.
So are you saying that people who have short arms are at a disadvantage
Yes,
in these situations?
absolutely. If you're a T Rex, you're just fucked.
Well, hey, that's a great insight. I think that it is definitely important. Hey, for our listeners out there, he makes a good point. Communication is the key. Okay. If you don't communicate, it's a summer fling. And then all of a sudden, they're talking about the size of their ring finger and what they want on their wedding band. That's your fault because you weren't clear, right? Is that what we're all saying?
Mm-hmm.
I guess so.
I
Cool.
guess so.
Okay.
You win.
Well, she finishes. She finishes off from April. Oh, I said that. She finishes off. We leave behind the sum, my time, our hearts, our minds. They will remind. We won't forget the day we met, the day we both cried. Ooh, autumn goodbye. And again, just like to be crystal, dude, stop asking because I never promised you a happy ending. Okay, you never said you wouldn't make me cry. Okay, our summer love will keep us warm long after our autumn goodbye, autumn goodbye, autumn goodbye. So, yeah, this is just one of those interesting chapters where she's, it's kind of a different take. It's not always about,
She feels like she matured in this song. Like this song
yeah.
sounds more mature of her. Like the other one, she's like,
Hmm.
"Woe is
Well, I
me."
think, well, the chapters are showing her
Growth.
evolution with crushes and loves. And I think we're
Yeah.
now seeing an older, wintry side of her.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Yeah. No, that's a good
coming
point.
of age, because if it's said to be correct, this scripture, this is early on when she's like young, right? She was a younger Brittany,
Hmm. Yeah.
Is she
so that
still a
would
minor?
I think she's still a minor during all of this.
So what do you take away from this, Aaron?
John Wayne. Oh, yeah. What John Wayne said that this is, sort of a sign of her growth, because think about it. If all of these other chapters were summer, this is her, because we're getting close to wrapping up this book, and this is her saying, okay, you know what? Look, we need to have a talk. Okay, we need to lay out a couple. So, okay, we got to lay out a couple things here. One, I never promised you a happy ending. Two, you've got our memories.
Hey.
You can use our memories to keep. You can use our memories to keep you warm long after. C, here's the thing. I know it might have been bittersweet. It doesn't matter. Star symbol. You also can keep in mind that hey,
Stars.
while
Asterisks.
asterisks, while it may have ended now, you'll always have our memories. I think that's
Sounded more and more like a Jewish mom sending her kid to boarding school. So I still stand by my take on this chapter.
Well, I think it's a matter of context clues. I think everybody can look at the context clues and maybe take away from themselves. Maybe it means a little bit something to them. But I think it's definitely goodbye.
Yeah.
It's definitely her saying goodbye. Whether or not you take away that it's a mother sending her kids away or it's a girl sending her boyfriend away or whoever, it's it's a goodbye, and goodbyes are tough. Usually, I mean,
Always.
well, not what I mean is that if it's not, it doesn't sound to me like Britney is upset. I think she's more upset that this dude is like letting it drag on. It doesn't sound like she's trying to be like, look, dude, we have our memories. You can use those memories to keep you warm like a canvas in the garden.
Sounds
like a tarp.
like a tarp, huh? It sounds like a wiser version of the other song.
Yeah.
Chapters.
Yeah, like she's grown. So that's what I take out of it,
We're doing some growing ourselves.
We are. Well, that was that.
That was that.
Well, everybody, I hope you were able to get something out of that. We still have a few more weeks of quarantine, so everybody stay safe.
Stay safe.
Please follow. Yes, follow your guidelines. We're very excited for when the church opens back up. Now, our church is taking, kind of a common sense approach. So we're still doing some. You know what? We haven't even talked about. I guess we'll have to save that for the next episode, because what we're going to start doing is we're going to start doing remote churching. Church service. Yeah, we haven't talked about that, but we finally got the technology together. So by the next episode, we'll be able to talk about it, which is ironic because we've been doing remote podcasting. I don't know why we didn't think of remote servicing sooner.
We've been doing some remodeling in the church, and everyone's
That's true.
been busy, and everyone has been grateful. Everyone has been patient. We're okay.
Thank you, everybody. You can find us, social media, www.britneydo. You can email us, www.britneydo@gmail.com. Please email us your thoughts, anything, just anything. Just send us something. And yeah, so everybody have a good week.
Safe week.
A lovely, comfortable, cozy, lazy week.
Peaceful.
That would be nice. Yeah. Peaceful.
Or peaceful, whatever.
Peaceful like the gardens, like the birds. The garden sounds so peaceful. The birds chirping, cats meowing.
This is the best time of day with their sun.
Yeah.
I guess day is the best part and not night.
Well, everybody, I guess that's it. Bye, Bessie Jo.
Goodbye, Aaron. I'll see you.
Bye, John Wayne.
Bye, Aaron, because you don't hear that ever.
Not ever. I mean, not today I haven't, but it's also only.
And you're also in quarantines. Got your ass.
Well,
another week.
I guess that's that.
That is that. I have to run and make a call real quick. Oh my God. That reminds me. I forgot to tell you some. Oh my God. So the most amazing thing happened. I was.
Oh, what a jerk. What a jerk. What a jerk. What a move. Well, I love you.
I love you. Thankfully, our audio is still going. So, you know what?
Can you still hear him?
No, because he disconnected also. He disconnected the... What a dick. You know what? I'm going to have this be the ending of the episode. And we're going to see if he listens.
Okay. We're going to see.
Okay?